Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. It's DJ Piracy, and this time I'm going to be talking about some hidden gems. So here are a few things that I've been checking out lately. We got, the first one up is VSOP, Ville Style of Pimpin', En Route Volume 1. So this CD, I remember it came out, it was pretty huge in the city. This was Slow Motion's first music video, I believe, and it was a pretty big deal because of that. So, unlike T.I., I was actually present for the video shoot. However, I'm not in any scenes or anything. And they did actually end up getting T.I. in the video. They used footage of him performing at the Black Arts Festival in an interesting way to make sure that the video still happened, including him in it. So this CD is a compilation with 23 tracks, 2003 slow motion sounds out of Huntsville, Alabama. Great CD, definitely worth checking out. Now, this next CD, also from 2003, is Swishahouse, The Day Hell Broke Loose, Part 2. It's also known as Major Without a Major Deal. So in the early 2000s, DJ Screw's legacy was starting to spread. Houston, Texas was in the national spotlight, and everybody was asking, who is Mike Jones? At the same time, many, if not most, Texas releases were actually coming out as double discs. So you would have a regular version and a Screwed version with it. Now, the thing with Screwed is Screwed actually comes from DJ Screw's name. So if DJ Screw didn't do it, technically it's not Screwed. So you got like OG Ron C calls it chopped and not slopped. Michael Watts on this one, it's the chopped remix. However, they started calling it the Swishahouse remix after that. When I was doing Screwed and chopped music, I would call it beat up and broke down. So nobody should call it Screwed and chopped unless it was actually done by DJ Screw, because his name plays into it. Probably the most notable song on this CD is Still Tippin' by Mike Jones with Slim Thug and Paul Wall. Now, technically it's a remix, or actually it's not a remix, but they redid the song. So the original version had a different beat and actually had Chamillionaire instead of Paul Wall. Mike Jones and Chamillionaire ended up having like a little bit of beef between them. And Paul Wall was signed to Swishahouse, and Swishahouse put this song out with all Swishahouse artists to make it easier to manage. Chamillionaire thought that he was being replaced by Paul Wall, and that actually is what spawned the beef that they had, which has since been squashed. But anyway, this is an excellent CD with tracks from not only Mike Jones, but Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Lil Kiki's on there, Magno. A lot of great songs, definitely worth checking out. 2003, excellent release. Now, this next one here is The Last Mr. Big, If Only You Knew. This came out around 2000, so this album has two of the biggest songs to come out of Alabama from this era. And the first one is Trial Time, where he describes a setting in a courtroom where he's on trial for drug trafficking. And he paints a vivid picture to where you can almost imagine the whole music video playing out in your head or something. It's very vivid, very well done. The other song on here that was immensely popular is a song called Hose, which you can still catch in the nightclubs being played even to today. For that matter, you can still catch Trial Time getting occasional play on there, but you should definitely still hear Hose come up because it's a popular track. Apparently it's timeless, a lot of people like it. A lot of other great songs on here. This is a solid early trap rap kind of release that spawned a lot of what we see today. Great music, definitely worth checking out. This next one is one of my favorite releases of all time. Definitely a favorite New Orleans release. This is Black Menace, Drama Time. This CD came out in 1995 and features David D. Funk Falk playing all the instruments as well as coming up with the majority of the music that they used in it. The song Run Up on the Menace features him and Kango Slim harmonizing on the hook. And See You Later features a guitar riff originally intended for D-Funk's band Mind Blades. Now the whole album is solid with great music and no filler. The credits mistakenly credit D-Funk as co-producer for some reason instead of the lead producer, but the D-Funk groove is clearly all over this. This is also one of the first and only albums I've ever seen with the track 0 on the track list. And last, but certainly not least, we have Young Buck and Direct, Scattered Bodies. Now this is a new release by Young Buck of Psychodrama and Direct of Triple Darkness, two heavy-hitting names in Chicago's hip-hop history. This was issued on both cassette and CDR. However, the cassette version is missing the introduction and random thoughts, and both sides start with the same song, which is They Know What's Up. I really dig the comic book style that they went for with this release. Some of the cassettes actually have two A-sides of the tape, so you miss the other half of the album. But those versions still make it seem like a really solid EP that just repeats when you flip it over, so it actually still flows nicely. My favorite song on this right now is Origami, but Garcia Vega's is a close second, and I can't really say that there's any bad songs on here. Neither version conforms to how you likely store your cassettes or CDs, but both versions come with a poster and 2 trading cards. Not that there's any others out there yet encouraging you to actually trade them, but that may come in the future. So anyway, I'm not too keen on CDRs, so I opted for the cassette release. However, now I'm missing out on 2 songs, and the CD version also has artwork on the inside. So I'm actually considering going for it now. They made about 300 CDs but only 30 tapes, so if you want the cassette version, it might be hard to find somebody that's actually willing to part with it, but you can still find the CD on Big Herc's website while supplies last. So, I'd like to know what you think. Do you enjoy these hidden gems, or are they not too gemmy to you? Leave a comment below and let's get this discussion going. I hope you enjoyed this, so until next time, peace.
Please like and subscribe.